focus, they don't look like, they don't scream, they're just very sort of elegant and stylish and subtle. The way that she tailors and she does the drapes is this confidence that is within that. It's a quiet, subtle confidence, and for me, my confidence has changed a lot, but in a very subtle kind of quiet way, like we were talking about earlier, since I've had the kids, since I've divorced, from a lot of the things that I've done as well. I'm most at home probably when I'm on a mountain or outside doing things, probably with an animal. There's always a dog or a horse or something probably quite natural is when I'm most at home. What you wear has such a massive impact on how you move through the world. Like, for example, when I'm doing sport, and this is one of my bugbears, this is a woman in a perhaps a mountaineering world where there's a really limited array of colours or styles and a cut, and I'm a mum, and so my body's changed as well over the years, and I'm not like this sort of slender stick thing. I've got bits that I feel when I'm perhaps, especially when I'm climbing and I move and something cuts me in the middle, and I feel like it then gets into my head as well. It's like, so it's really important, I think, what you wear has a massive impact on how you feel. Being a mother, being on the mountains, doing what I do and learning. I think the more I learn, the more I change, and that definition of being a girl into a woman is a really important aspect of me, I suppose, as an athlete as well. I think there's quite a few things that I'm trying to let go of, and that's trying to please everybody all the time and be there for everyone. And I think I'm trying to be a bit more present for myself. And then I realised that if I'm happy and in a good place, then I can be there for the kids in a better way. And I'm just trying to let go of just overthinking about, what do people think? Am I doing the right thing? Am I saying the right thing? I'm going to try and solo row the Atlantic. I'm leaving in a few weeks. I needed to go off and find a bit more out about what I wanted to do as like an athlete, an endurance athlete. And so I spent quite a lot of time in the mountains and a lot of time climbing. I climbed K2 and I did climb Everest, but without a Sherpa carrying my bag. I see this row as like a real kind of natural evolution of where I am in life as well. Like, I needed to learn, as crazy as it sounds, I needed to learn more about me, more about what I am as an endurance athlete on the expeditions that I've done, to then fully embrace being completely solo on the water, if this makes sense. And I started to then do more, like, I've always been a runner, and then I started to run in these longer events, like 100-mile races, and in various places like multi-stage races in Costa Rica, and some really amazing places like deserts and jungles, and some fab places. But it was always kind of with a bit of a support mechanism, and I've really quite liked doing more of my own thing. And then I started to do more solo runs, so I ran across from central Nepal in the mountains back to Kathmandu a couple of years ago, and I loved the simplicity of being completely autonomous and like plotting my own route, getting lost, learning by all the mistakes that I made. And I think there's a lot of things about life and everything that come from the simplicity of these events. So yeah, I kind of feel like it's been an evolution of where I've been in life and where I'm going. And it's weird because in some ways I just feel like I'm only kind of getting going, which is crazy to think. You know, some people do one of these mountains and it's a massive achievement, but I'm like, no, I just really feel like I'm coming into me. And ironically, people look and think, oh, she does all these things and whatever, but I'm not the most confident of people. So sometimes I might go out and things that I've been wearing, I'm like, oh God, I don't feel, but when I'm wearing, so this is what's so special about Aimee's, like when I wear Aimee's stuff, it makes me feel like I'm me, and I stand taller, really genuinely. Like, I don't, because I know in the past I've been into a room and I've been like, oh, kind of like apologising for the space that I take up somehow, and I don't. Like, I put on Aimee's clothes and I go, and it's like, no, I don't need to apologise. I can be here as well, and I am here, and it's this again. It goes back to what we're talking about with people saying something. You don't need to like make a massive thing about it, but it's like, no, I'm confident. I'm me. And again, it goes back to how things are cut and how they feel, and everything is me. And Aimee just gets the person, gets me, and so will make things for me that, you know, oh, like the sleeve, oh, I really see you with this sleeve here. This is, it's like, yes, this is me. I love, you know, little things, but not in this like over sort of doesn't feel natural. Like, I love it. Like, you know, I feel really genuinely sort of strong, and I feel like I'm strong on the mountains, and I need to give myself credit for that. And then I can be strong in a room. Like, why not take that and put it into who I am? Like, yeah, like I genuinely love going into Aimee's store. Again, I leave kind of feeling, I go out the door and it's like, I skip. It's just lovely, like a whole, and it goes back to, again, with sometimes when things are made for you, you're like, you know, you look at the fashion and you're like, oh my God, I feel out, perhaps, intense. You know, you're like, oh God, but everything's just so wonderful about the whole process, and you're made to feel like you're part of a family, and you're important. You're not just someone who's going to be made an outfit, or, you know, you are important, and you're part of this heritage and this story. And that's how I feel. Like, I'm valued, and I'm heard, and I'm seen, and I'm cared for, and I feel like I love the process. I'm really interested in the process, and I love to learn. And, you know, Aimee and you guys are always explaining and always trying to make things like they evolve, and I love seeing that. Like, so you go in and you've got this idea, and then the next time I go for a fitting, it'll be like, okay, so what do you think about, you know, what do you want to do this? Perhaps we can make, and always trying to make it better and better and better. And like that to me is just, it's just pure joy.